into it, but shit, these kids should have got a whooping, bro. Maybe they would have wound up like Michael Jackson, bro.
Man, bro, Michael Jackson didn't have a childhood, bro. That's messed up. It's too soon.
No, bro. I don't care, man. People say that. Like I was on Threads today, and like my whole Thread timeline is nothing but Michael Jackson right now because the movie wound up going #1. And people was like, Joe Jackson. I'm like, man, they trying to penalize, bro. And they was like, well, but Michael wanted all he wanted was a normal childhood. He wasn't normal. And if he would have gotten a normal childhood, bro, we wouldn't have been Michael Jackson.
Nah, for
like
real.
you have to take like, bro, I was telling, because we wound up going and watching the movie yesterday. I was telling Christopher this the other day, bro, the Batman is nothing without the Joker, bro.
Yeah.
Superman is nothing without Lex Luthor, bro.
Nah, for real. Mike Tyson ain't nothing without Don King, huh?
Bro, he ain't Don King ain't the villain, bro.
Bro, Joe Jackson was the villain. That's the problem in this, though. That's the thing. He's painted to be the villain because of the background.
I don't like that, bro.
Abuse,
I don't like that because
the alleged abuse. We wasn't there, so
I don't like that because at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, what are we talking about? Like, this is a man that didn't leave his family, right? Yeah. He didn't leave his family, bro. He was there every day. Granted, he did have a love child. We do know that he had somebody out of wedlock. But regardless, or I say out of wedlock, but on cat, he had a child. But and I'm not excusing that. So let me choose my words correctly. I was about to say, but regardless. But at the end of the day, bro, he loved them boys. He loved them boys, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, he did for sure. I mean, his impact on what he did and the work that he put in to really get that family out of the struggle and put them in position to be discovered. I don't really think that this film highlights that in the way that the Jackson 5 American Dream did in the 90s. I feel like when you go to that one, it really highlights Joseph Jackson's grind on really, really trying to break his boys through, whereas this is like kind of, antagonist type role in this
general,
film.
like I said, in general. You don't have to, just in general, you don't have to be like, two things can be true. I saw that today as well. And I'm okay with that. Two things can be true in the sense of he could have did too much. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, did it work? The proof is in the pudding, bro.
Something
the
did.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong, bro? Like the proof is in the pudding, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And also, I feel like
what'd you say, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, Daddy.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like also if it wasn't their father that was in that role to push them to that greatness, it probably could have been somebody else. Like look at Michael Orr's situation, The Blind Side. If it wasn't a family member in his case, it was somebody that seen him from afar and was like, man, he has talent, and he's less fortunate, and I could just so happen to have that resource to help him out there. I feel like it would have been somebody else.
This was in the 50s, 60s though.
But here's my thing: when we talk about a black household, bro. When we talk about a black household, like typically the father is not there, right? So now that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah. Right. So we have a situation where the father was actually there, grinding to the bone, seeing greater for his kids, and yet he's getting the shit end of the stick, saying that he abuses children. I'm not saying, did he go too far? Maybe, but again, the proof is in the pudding, bro. What did we get? We didn't just get Michael. Like we got Michael, but bro, we got Janet. We got not one, but two iterations of the Jacksons, bro.
Two different versions.
We got the Jackson 5.
The Jackson 5 and the Jacksons.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, two different type of. And then Michael, and then Randy, and then, it's just certain.
Ain't nobody worried about Jermaine, bro. Shut up.
Bro, Jermaine, all of them. They did have hits, though, bro. They had hits. Jermaine
had a hit, bro. Jermaine Grant.
Yeah, let's get serious, bro. Yeah, let's get serious.
Some of them really just fashion icons too, though, in its own and they own IROD. Like they could pop up with some leather pants and some platform boots and really be having everybody.
Yeah, no, they was ahead. They was ahead of their time for sure, bro. They was ahead of their time.
Whole family, whole lineage.
Yeah, man. Hey, really quickly, I do want to thank everybody for being in here. The original crew
bro, this is the OG.
In the building.
Bro, this is the OG squad, bro. Bro, this is the OG squad.
Yes, sir, crazy, man. Yes, it has been over a decade, man.
You know what's really crazy though, bro? For real.
What's up, bro?
Why you speaking on that? The timing of things, because like I'm sure y'all have OG fans that know that there's been a rebrand and a restarting of the YouTubes and things like that, where they don't know that the videos that I was in derived from the original YouTube when y'all first started. We first started together. But a lot of those videos are kind of wiped away because that last YouTube situation, that last channel situation. So
they can still go see the Pyrex.
Man, yeah, because Pyrex definitely posted it, and I definitely saw it. Some reason. So
it keep popping up on my feed, bro.
Bro, we look different, bro.
If y'all want to see the original crew, go to Pyrex's YouTube and get a Born Disciple review, bro.
Day one's no day though. Day one's like they at least recognize like, man, I remember that dude like way back when
nah, bro. They about to be like, is that Bomac, bro? Is that
Bomac is crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
No, bro, you don't look like Bomac. Let me quit playing, bro. You don't.
That's why I'm like, man, you gonna have me disrespecting him on here, bro, because he's just crazy, bro. He be in the corner eating Doritos, not the little bag, but the big bag, bro. The family
you know
bag,
what
bro.
I've always wondered though? How do these boxers wind up getting these trainers that look that out of shape, bro?
Like, some of them used to fight. Some of them used to really fight, but got out of shape.
I don't care about used to fighting, bro. You can't teach me nothing looking like that, bro.
Trainer, bro.
Bomac, bro.
Oh, that's
Bomac.
Yes, bro.
Big Bo, bro. Big Bo.
I guess I can't say. I didn't know his name, but tell me why I just pictured him. I just knew y'all.
Nah, you know who he is. Trust me, you know, bro. They gonna catch him on camera. They gonna catch him on camera, bro. Even if it's just.
Oh my god, bro.
I guess I can't say nothing because at the end of the day, bro, he's got a world champion, probably one of the greatest pound for pound fighters ever.
Hey, no, on some real stuff though, bro. Prime for prime. Who's taking that, Bud or Floyd, bro?
Floyd, nigga, don't be disrespectful.
Bro,
Floyd,
I mean, it depends on what Floyd.
No, shut up, Daddy. No,
it's two different Floyds, bro.
No,
you know we can get into this.
Hey, check this out. You say that, but I watched. Hold on, check this out. You say that, but I watched Bud Crawford make light work of a prime Canelo and a prime Terrence, and a prime Terrence Crawford, bro.
Bud
is Terrence Crawford.
Errol Spence, bro. Errol Spence,
my bad, bro. Yeah. Errol Spence, I'm tripping.
Bro, Dana, you just gonna let that nigga just keep.
Bro, we both
started laughing. This nigga started laughing, bro.
Yeah, right. He didn't even let you finish, bro. Right in the middle.
Bro, this nigga started laughing, bro.
Bro, right in the middle, bro. That's crazy, bro.
I'm tripping, bro.
That's crazy. But no, for real.
Errol Spence, bro.
I believe that there is no question, bro. He 50-0, bro. And he's beat what, over 30 world champions? Come on, bro.
I just think it'll be two different fights if we talking about which Floyd he fighting, because it's Pretty Boy Floyd and his money made, and we all know that. If he fight Pretty Boy Floyd, it's gonna be toe to toe.
Look at this shit. Damn.
Bro, you
sweating? Give me a second, bro. Yeah, bro.
Damn, bro, your hairline melting. Bro, he just stopped and paused like, dang, this turkey surgeon messed my hairline up. I gotta get my money back. He didn't with the turkey and trying to get the implant.
Hold on, let me hold on. Let me come back. Give me a second, bro.
Bro, but honestly though, like,
yeah,
like when I talk about like making those fights look easy and it was supposed to be close, like making light work of those two guys, Errol Spence and Prime Canelo, like, and that nigga went up in weight, bro, to get to Canelo.
Yeah, like, that's real.
Bro, that's impressive, bro. And it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close.
You're right.
Bro.
Yeah, you making me go through flashbacks because we watched them fights together.
He put the pause on that dude, and then Errol Spence. It was even worse with Errol Spence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We ain't gonna go.
Bro, he made Errol Spence retire, like high key.
Nah, Earl coming back.
I mean, he didn't retire, but he definitely did.
He's coming back. It's been 3 years, but he's coming back.
He did take a 3-year hiatus.
Bro.
Yeah, he's coming back.
He's
coming back. The date is set, bro. The contract signed.
Hold on, and that means something, bro. For him to be off, off like that, bro. That means something.
Nah, I know for personal reasons what happened.
What,
bro? So is Floyd and Pac like not happening no more? Like,
bro,
or it's just an exhibition
it's
now?
Still happening. It's still happening from what
it's in negotiations.
Yeah, bro, they had already negotiated. What the hell are they negotiating?
Because Floyd has about probably 2 fights that he's going to fight before that fight happens.
And I heard
I know the Mike Tyson. I know the Mike Tyson, John.
And then it's another guy named Iron Mike. Yeah, it's another Iron Mike Zabidi or something like that. I just
what was you gonna say, bro? Chris?
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like that these are even real things. And then they changed it. I guess it was supposed to be a real thing, but now they changed it to an actual exhibition.
Now they changed it back. That was
Floyd either way.
Man, that was Floyd talking that shit, talking about it was supposed to be an exhibition. I almost lost respect for Floyd on that. Because Manny Pacquiao ready, bro. He ready. He Manny Pacquiao gonna fight, bro. He gonna be in a wheelchair. And they gonna wheel him up to fight,
I like to do this real fight. I don't like to it's exhibition.
Hey, okay, so say this. So hey, shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now, man. Make sure y'all put what's up in the chat, man. We really want to see y'all people. But look, my thing, bro, our truth is in the chat, bro.
No. You said what's up, bro?
Man, Ron Cena.
But but here's my thing when it comes to that, bro. Like, I think Pacquiao want to do it because he feels like that if he wins, I don't know. If Pacquiao wins, I don't count it. If Floyd wins, I count it.
Wow, bro. That's so biased, bro. That's so biased, bro. He said if Pacquiao win, it don't count. That's crazy. Bro. That's like saying, start the fight over. Start the fight over, bro. Pacquiao win, bro. We got to restart, bro. Nah, bro, that didn't count, bro. It was a practice fight, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, hey, if Floyd wins, he beat that nigga twice, bro.
Man, he gonna win regardless because nobody's gonna let Floyd lose, bro. What they say, the fix is in, bro. He's never gonna lose,
why you sound like, bro, you seen this nigga in his prime, bro. You seen this nigga.
But he's more but the crazy part about this time now, the crazy thing about now is that Pacquiao is still more active than Floyd. He's considered more active. Pacquiao just fought a world champion. Bro, he just fought a world champion, Mario Barrios, bro.
And he got beat. But this is the reason why.
No, he won, bro. No, Pacquiao won. He got robbed, bro. He got robbed.
Who got robbed?
No, he
did. Pacquiao got robbed.
Oh, so he did lose.
No, Pacquiao won, bro. Pacquiao won, but he lost. Okay, you talking about officially?
Yeah, no, right. Danny,
okay, so y'all talking about officially. I'm thinking you're talking about you watched the fight and he was supposed to win.
Bro, this nigga done found a new Adrian Broner, bro. Who is this nigga on this screen, bro?
Nobody compared to Adrian Broner, bro. Nobody compared to this nigga Adrian Broner.
Hey, don't get me started on bro.
Hey, bro, Adrian Broner, bro. He makes me it's not too many people that you see who had it,
honestly, bro,
and then just fell from grace, bro. Every time I see Adrian, bro, I feel
honestly
bad. I'm not lying.
Adrian Broner done had Day looking bad for years now. Like, honestly, like
I still rock with him.
Dude, bro, that's for what?
I still rock with him, bro. Because he just you really want to know why?
Broner just dropped that sweat in front of somebody's mouth, bro.
I'll tell you why. Now that was a troll, bro.
Oh, was
that was a streamer that was a streamer trolling him, bro. They was working out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't real. But nah, the reason why I could never give up on AB, bro, because he remind us of who we grew up with. Like everybody has an uncle that's like AB, a cousin, a brother, like somebody that they did some great things in their life and in their time and in their run, but they just can't get right. Like they the real life can't get right, like off of life. Like they talented, but you can't stay on the straight and narrow. Like
you saying Adrian Broner got autism, bro?
No, I'm not saying he can't get right as far as like, bro, you got all the potential.
Bro, for real. Bro, baby.
He ain't my GOAT.
Yeah,
he ain't my GOAT no more, but he was at one point.
No, Floyd is his GOAT, bro. I mean, I'm actually about to take your Floyd fan card just because you talking this nonsense about Pac. Pacquiao is way slower.
I'm not making it seem like he's gonna win. I'm just saying that it's closer than we got to give credit. We got to give Pacquiao more credit, like he ain't who he is. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't give him credit in the first fight, bro.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't. I just was like watching, bro. I didn't pick a side because it was just such a moment back then, bro. We went and watched that in the barbershop, bro. That's how much of a moment it was. We was in the folks was getting their haircuts, bro, and we was in there watching the fight
with a barbecue dinner.
With the barbecue getting served, we bought tickets to get in.
Like we was dedicated, bro.
We did buy tickets for that whole joint.
Man, just because of that crazy pay-per-view price.
Yeah, bro, I had never stepped foot in that barbershop until that day, bro.
Bro, I remember the moment the first bell rung and we all sat on the edge of our seat and was just like, all right, here we go. This is happening.
Yeah,
this is history.
Huge.
Like our hearts was racing. We was like, bro, like I remember Christian saying, like, bro, my heart is racing, bro. I feel like I'm in this fight.
Crazy about that? I don't think Christian had even seen a Floyd fight before that. Christopher, what about you? Had you seen a Floyd fight before that?
Not live, I don't think. Not live. See, that was my first live.
It was different for me and Day, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro.
A few fights in.
Bro, I was on Floyd's nuts heavy.
Bro, we was at the movies paying crazy prices for them tickets, bro. But it was worth it.
Just say glazing. Like, just say you were like a Floyd glazer.
I was a Floyd glazer.
I had a Floyd shirt. I had a Money Team shirt.
Yeah, bro. I was you did have a TMT. Yeah, bro. I was. But bro, we was going to movie theaters spending $20 a ticket. We was spending.
It was way more than that. Prices. It was like 35, almost 40 per ticket.
That's insane, bro.
Yes, bro.
Wait a minute, bro. Let me tell you. This is how big the Pacquiao and Floyd fight was. The fight was so big that the movie theater said it was too expensive for them to show, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they had showed that how many fights we saw 3.
Bro, it was like 4, bro.
We saw like 4 fights in the theaters before that. First of all, name me a boxer that you've ever went and watched their fight at a movie theater. That you've
UFC don't even do that. UFC has not even done that. UFC has not even done that, even to this day.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing I will tell you though is NBA YoungBoy in the movies right now.
Bro, they are acting a fool, bro. I will never go and watch an NBA YoungBoy tour. Bro, they are acting
in the movie theater.
Hold on, granted, I'll say it like this.
Oh, bro, I didn't hear about.
I'll say it like this. I don't believe that like I haven't heard, not unless y'all have heard of like any nonsense going on outside of them just getting up and rapping to the lyrics, bro. But this is why D1 is on the mission that he's on. This is exactly what D1 said, bro. D1 said the reason why he quit being a teacher to go be a rapper is because he understood that the rappers have the youth. Teachers, bro, he said he see about 150 kids, throughout a school year. But when it comes to a rapper, bro, that's 150,000, 150 million kids in their hand just based off of streaming. And the way that these kids are acting in these movie theaters, bro, further proves his point. And that's the reason why he's acting the way that he's acting with his war on hip hop. Daddy, did you know D1 got banned from the strip clubs in Atlanta?
Why would he get banned?
From a place he doesn't go. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Why would he get banned? Somebody was that mad.
Why would he need to be banned?
Because he got Magic City night shut down, bro.
Oh, with the NBA thing, he was the one responsible.
He got that shut down, bro.
Because I heard about that, but they wouldn't put the name on it. That's how you know they was hating that bad. They wouldn't even saying his name.
Everybody know. Yeah, it was D1, bro. He got that shit shut down, bro.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they was like, you been for life. Because they had probably stopped so much income and growth. Like,
but here's my thing.
He probably stopped. They was looking at the money, the revenue opportunity of it. Like
Atlanta,
the brand. Bro. He was like, man, he ruined everything.
Right. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But my thing is, Atlanta itself is already ratchet. Like, we know this. Like, it's cool. It's cool to be down. Like, it's cool to kick. Like, Atlanta's cool. But we know that it carries the weight of just being ratchet.
Yeah.
Why would you do that in a place where we know kids are coming? Bro, we're trying to. The NBA, first of all, how did y'all even get close to allowing this? As buttoned up
Lou Williams. Lou Williams.
He put him on the map, bro.
He connected that because they have history, bro, between the COVID scandal and him getting caught up in there while he was doing COVID.
Okay, I understand that.
But Brandon, the lemon pepper Lou thing.
But you are the NBA. You are a button-up franchise. We do not ever hear about real scandals in the NBA. And if we ever do hear about a scandal in the NBA, that person is nixed out of there. Finito.
Right.
Bro, the owner.
We live in a different era, though. For instance, not to cut you off, but we talking about the same NBA that's so thirsty to reach out to what we call urban culture, that they had Dame Lillard performing as an artist at the All-Star game, but he wasn't selected as a selection for the actual All-Star. He was booked as an artist to perform, but
bro, that's
wasn't
ridiculous, bro. That's sad. I ain't even
selected
that's
as
crazy.
Hold on. Wait. But to the NBA's,
bro, they got Dame. They got Dame.
They booked Dame Dollar. Yeah, they didn't get
Dollar.
Dame Lillard. They got Dame Dollar. And he came out there. He was like, "It's Dollar," and he started rapping.
Hey, but wait a minute.
Folks like, dang, bro, you didn't get picked up for the selection, bro. You didn't get he got snubbed for the selection, but performing.
But wait a minute. But to be fair,
it wasn't hurt, bro. It wasn't hurt, bro. It was healthy.
To be fair, Dame Lillard is an artist. I mean,
no, be fair, bro. But the main point of me saying that was that's how thirsty the NBA is for urban attraction.
What you saying? They should have put Miles Bridges on him?
No,
hey, you know, bro. Hey, you used to be in Charlotte, bro. So, hey, I know y'all worship Miles Bridges, bro.
Nah, y'all is crazy because I'm from Oklahoma. Last time I checked, it's Thunder Up. It ain't no Charlotte nothing over here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're gonna get to that,
bro. Hey, Dame Dollar once said to Shaq. Dame Dollar once said to Shaq on a diss song. He said, "You the past and you the past. Said yourself that I'm a Tesla, no longer need diesel gas." Oh my god,
bro!
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Dame is the best NBA rapper ever,
bro. That is a bar, bro.
He basically told him, "Shut the fuck up. I don't need you saying nothing about me. Don't you ever speak my name, bro." That's basically what I don't need.
Shut your ass up before I get to talking about you,
bro. That's crazy.
Said yourself, I'm a Tesla, no longer need diesel gas.
But this is what I'm saying, right? In that situation where he got picked up as a performer. I mean, they never had Shaq perform. They never had Kobe perform. They never had.
That's real.
AI had a couple songs, bro. They never had AI perform, bro.
That's real. No, hey, the NBA actually told AI to stop rapping.
Rap album, don't he?
You said who? Kobe? Nah,
yeah,
Kobe
he got
don't.
a whole like.
Nah,
he got
he just got like a couple records.
He got a hit with Brian McKnight. I think that's about it.
He got a couple records. He ain't just got.
You know who got records is Shaq, and they platinum, bro. And they're platinum
for real. Yeah,
they're platinum.
Yeah.
Bro, people still sample "You Can't Stand the Rain" just because of Shaq.
Bro, that song is hard, bro.
Yeah, it is. My kids like Shaq's rapping, bro. I even bought a pair of his shoes, bro.
Man, not the letter.
Don't he got some new song with Stack?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. Because Steven Jackson sampled "You Can't Stand the Rain." That's how much of a hit that song is.
Okay.
Steven Jackson sampled it.
I've never.
I ain't gonna lie. Steven Jackson kind of can rap a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
I've never painted him as a rapper, bro.
He from Texas, bro. He from where Pimp C and UGK is from.
Bro, I've never, bro. Nah, that's George Floyd's partner, bro.
Yeah, he is, bro. That's crazy.
I've never painted him as a rapper, bro. Steven Jackson,
he dope though. Yeah, he can rap though, bro.
Yeah, I never thought about that neither, but yeah, he actually
because what it was he was rapping before All the Smoke took off, and then once All the Smoke took off, he kind of started rapping again, and he started pushing all his old music and releasing new music. So that's what caught my eye. That's what made me realize he was rapping too, though.
Yeah, I had no idea, bro. I did not know, bro. I had no idea. But these NBA niggas is full of surprises, man. Klay Thompson winded up. I woke up to him trending this morning, bro. They saying he fumbled Meg. Like, I don't know. Did he really fumble, man?
That's some news right there, bro. Here's the thing.
He couldn't be Jason Tatum, bro. Jason Tatum about to marry LMA. Like, he couldn't be Jason Tatum. He couldn't be Donovan Mitchell, bro. He got Coco Jones. Like,
let me say that Jason Tatum and LMA actually share a child together. Are they engaged?
I don't know if they're actually engaged. Hold on.
Okay, but they actually share a child together. Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion. Come on, bro. Let's keep it real.
I don't want to give my opinion.
Really, really, Jaleel. Let's keep it. Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. How long was this supposed to last, Jaleel?
I mean, they was together for a while though, right?
How long? I mean, yeah, it's
it's been about like 3 business weeks.
Yeah,
bro,
hell
no.
Yeah, it ain't been too long.
It's been longer.
Realistically, they've been together like 10 months, probably since a little bit before the season started.
Damn, you think it's been that long?
Or around there? Has it been?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who y'all talking about? Klay? Yeah, Klay and Meg was together. I can't even believe, bro. We talk like we the shade room. But anyway,
man, exactly. That's all. Like, I cannot get my real opinion on this, boy.
Bro, the fact I know this is really wild to me. The fact I know this is really wild to me. But Klay Thompson and Meg was dating right before the offseason. Because I remember seeing videos and crap about them. She was helping with the rehab and they was working out together and all of that. So it lasted. I mean, hey, okay. If that is the case, then it's really not Klay Thompson's fault, bro, because he didn't make it to the playoffs this year, bro. You know these athletes and how they act, bro. So it was I think it was a little hard on him, bro.
I really don't know who would date a professional athlete like that. Like,
what do you mean?
What I'm saying? Like,
what?
What you mean,
bro? They be in the club looking at these athletes' network in real time. Looking at
somebody. I'm saying somebody like,
man, they be like, girl, that's him right there. Oh, look up his net worth.
Yeah.
Girl, say he worth 30 million. Oh, I'm finna get chose tonight, girl.
No, I just mean in terms of like thinking that they'll take them that serious to where they won't, like, you talking about a professional athlete that take your pick, anybody, like,
bro, don't be disrespectful, like, you know what bro. I'm saying? I think there's some good, I think there's some good athletes out there, bro. LeBron, has not been a part of any scandals or anything like that.
I'm not saying all.
First of all, to all the ladies out there, happy International Women's Day. Okay.
I was just finna say that. I had to bite my tongue, bro, because that right there.
Okay. Let's start there.
Boy.
All right.
I feel like LeBron is an exception, but I feel like
it's like Savannah, right? That's his wife's name, Savannah?
Yeah.
Savannah, yeah.
I feel like LeBron, the Steph Currys of the world, there's those types of dudes in the NBA, like good dudes, you know what I'm saying? Where if something did happen, they're not just out here embarrassing their significant other. I'll say that. But I mean, as far as we see, like, nothing has happened. But come on, a lot of these dudes, like
niggas,
a lot of in terms of when you have all that money and all that access, a lot of these dudes go crazy when they get to the NBA and get all this money.
We're not talking about a rookie, bro. We're talking about over 10 year
You're talking about somebody that ain't never been married and ain't got no kids. By the way.
Yeah.
By the way.
No, yeah, you're right. That is different.
Klay Thompson. He's never been married. I don't think he has any kids.
The real Splash brother.
That's who you that's who you talking about.
The really on
that's
Splash
who you talking about. So when Meg the Stallion says something like, you say you don't want to be monogamous, trust this is the guy that you got with. Somebody who wasn't married.
So did he say that before when they first got together?
I don't know.
Bro, I ain't heard Klay Thompson say nothing.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part to me. We all speculating. He ain't said a word.
No, this is what Meg put on the post here recently.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's the one speaking out. That's what I'm saying. She spoke out on everything.
I'm assuming this is what he communicated to her. So I'm saying somebody like that who has no kids, who hasn't been married. I mean, I think that as a woman, you kind of got to look at those things and see a pattern and be like, this is probably not the safe option. And I'm not saying that Klay is wrong. I mean, he is wrong.
What option?
If he decided to get in a committed relationship with her and was cheating on her, then he is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, speaking of that, I have a question for y'all too, bro.
Yeah.
All right, what's up?
Have y'all seen those videos that she posts of her so-called cooking for him?
Nah, I don't think so.
I've seen those.
I haven't.
I've seen
bro,
those.
Jay, you got to do your research on that because I want to ask y'all if y'all saw those plates.
Coming
from a man.
I'm about to pull it up right now. Is they on YouTube or do I gotta go to?
Yeah, you could type in YouTube. Just type in Meg cooks for Klay because she starts the video off making it known. So I cooked for Klay. She's doing voiceovers and everything.
Oh, I think I have. Yeah.
So I want to know if y'all saw that, and I want to know that keeping in mind that what was presented on those pallets at
Yeah, I see it.
And being provided for a man that is used to having a chef for a majority of his professional career.
Man, we not.
I think that's just a great picture painted that shows what kind of relationship they kind of had.
Bro.
If
we're not going for that. Hey, we got Redman in the house. Redman is in the house. What's
up?
Good?
What's up? I know y'all been trying to get me on.
No way this dude is real right now, bro.
I know.
For real, this AI.
This dude is not real. Bro, there's no way this dude exists. This dude is a
This is the government.
Hey, man.
What's going on, man?
It's like we went to the Triple E concert.
It's like getting Lecrae on here, bro. Like for real, bro.
Bro, chill out, Jaleel, bro.
I'm messing with everybody, bro. I told Day he looked like a boxing trainer, bro. I'm getting on everybody.
Bro,
he do, bro.
Out here, bro.
Look like he about to go train Kimbo Slice.
Bro, how you feel? Is his mic working?
Yeah, you can't hear him. You can't hear him. I
know.
can.
Say something.
I can hear him. I can hear him.
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. Day, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him real good. He's talking about I trained Kimbo Slice like them Ultimate Fighter season 14.
Bro, you do look like Kimbo.
Bro, I was just watching that, bro. Rest in peace, like great, bro. We ain't gonna disrespect that man.
Slice. Hey, the first real nigga to get a championship in the UFC. Actually, I don't think he ever became a champion, but I was actually praying on his downfall.
Brock Lesnar did though.
Yeah,
hey, Brock Lesnar did.
I don't like the way that happened either.
Bro, I can't hear Christian.
Because how do you come straight? Hey, let me I'm gonna pull you out, Chris, and I'm gonna bring you back in and see if
I'm gonna pull you out. It's crazy.
That's
I'm gonna pull you out. It's crazy.
Yo,
whoa,
bro.
Whoa.
Hold on. Let me see.
Hey, Bobby Lashley for Strike Force.
Hey, he put Strike Force on the map, bro.
I wouldn't say he pushed. I wouldn't say he put Strike Force on the map, but dang.
Hey, I'm gonna move you from the stage. I'm gonna actually pull you off and just click the link and come back in.
Get back in. Okay, bet.
Yeah. I ain't letting the nigga back in, bro.
On some Queen's flip type shit.
Yeah, he think he getting back in, nigga.
Nah, I got me ready to rag, bro. I want my lick back, bro.
Bro, get your lick back, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Bro,
I
don't want to no more because y'all got me too good. This Christian talking about I train Kimbo Slice.
Bro,
y'all need somebody I'm a boxing trainer.
About his youth convention shirt, bro. Yeah, what you talk about?
I don't see what shirt he got on. What that
it's the Lord's Gym, bro. I know what shirt that is.
Man,
no, it ain't.
What is it, bro? Which one
bro,
is it,
I got this from Mardell's, bro.
I was just gonna say he got that from Mardell's.
Yes, bro.
Hey, bro.
He looked on the wall, bro. He looked on the wall, bro. It's the Lord's Gym. Yeah.
But I did just go in there, bro. I just went in there and I ain't been in there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know what this dang shirt.
Because I was gonna buy that shirt one day, and then I was like, bro, this shit, hell no, bro. I'm not buying that.
Bro, you gonna say that about that shirt, bro?
Yeah, bro, because all that stuff wasn't good. I know what I always wanted to get, but I never did get was some pair of not of this world pants, bro. I wanted a pair.
Just casually said that about that shirt, bro.
I didn't even see no sweatpants like that,
bro. No, not the sweatpants, bro. They were jeans. Not of this world jeans, bro. I wanted a pair of the not of this world jeans. Yes, bro.
Bro.
Hey, me and Chris was just on here not too long ago, and we was talking about the fact, bro. Do you know what I wore on my first date with my wife, bro?
What?
He wore his Tripoli I'm Not a Robot shirt. He wore his 116 shirt.
You close.
But that boy had a bleach stain on it.
I had an anomaly shirt, bro, with a fitted, bro. I thought I was fresh, bro.
That neck wasn't fitted though. That neck was loose as a little.
Day. Man. We was on here really chopping it up about 116 shirts, how that was peak times, how we thought that we was swagged out with a 116 shirt and a fitted and a snapback, bro.
Hey,
I can't hold on. I can't hear. I can't hear them.
You can't hear who? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Day or Christopher.
I'm gonna kick you, and then come back.
Man,
that nigga ain't coming back either. Y'all niggas better get y'all shit together, bro.
Bro, I don't know what's going on. I ain't had no issues.
Hey, nah, I ain't tripping. I mean, we'll get it together.
Yeah. Bro, we was spending $32.99 on some freaking merch line shirts.
Bro, hey, that's Reach Records' fault, bro.
$32.99, and then the price that went up since then.
What is it now? Like $50?
Bro, it's like Dana. If you talking about Lecrae merch, Lecrae charging Dana $30 for shirts, $50 for hoodies, all type of stuff.
All right, bet. Chris, can you hear Christian? Or can you hear us?
Christian, talk. Say something.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I can hear you too. Yeah.
All right, so everybody can hear everybody. Y'all can hear Day. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear everybody.
Yeah, we all good.
Yeah. Clyde and Dodo. Bobby at work saying that randomly.
Holy moly donut shop.
Man.
Hey, before we get on, what was you gonna say, bro?
I was about to say we gotta jump into this Thunder, bro.
But I was gonna say before we get into the Thunder, bro. Before we get into this Thunder talk, Redman, you think Klay Fumble, bro?
Oh
You think Klay Fumble? You know him and Meg. Look. He only about real sports. He don't care about nothing going on.
Yeah, bro. This is a real Stephen A.
I was about to say,
bro.
Hey, first of all,
he trying to look at you and talk with his eyebrows.
Let me
my wife over here, bro. He talking about some Meg and Klay. He gonna give me Meg and Klay to the couch.
He's gonna be like, what? I thought I was here for sports. I thought I was here for sports.
No comment.
Hey, let me put this
Back
in
to you, Jim.
Hey, we do have the resident statistician on the show with us. My blood brother, Day-Day's cousin, Redman, in the building. Y'all know we can't talk sports without this man. He knows everything that it comes down to. And, we just going to jump right into it. Then we can get into the ratchetness whenever he goes. He's here for business. And I don't want to disrespect your time. So let's get into it. The Thunder are up 3. I said 3-0 against those funky ass Suns. I don't know why I ever wondered
Phoenix
in
Buns,
the beginning.
bro.
Are we thinking sweet, bro? What you got, Redman? Are we thinking sweet?
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We definitely about to sweep them boys. I mean, hey, whoever gave Dylan Brooks the green light, keep letting that man shoot.
He hooping, bro. Dylan Brooks is hooping.
Come on, bro. Let's just be real. You got a roster. No, look, you got a roster.
He said, I've been ready to get this on my chest. Let's ease into the deep end here. Let's ease into the deep end.
But no, listen. You got a team with Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green on it. If not Dylan Brooks, you got
Devin Booker.
You got Devin Booker.
Okay.
Hey, I know who he meant. You got exactly who I needed to picture when he said that.
Wait. But the funny thing is me and Kristen talked about this. It's crazy how you just proved our point that they have relegated Devin Booker to the third option. This is supposed to be Devin Booker's team, and it doesn't look like that no more.
No, bro. It ain't the fact that Devin Booker's the third option. He's still the number one option. Yeah. Two things. One, like I said, if Dylan Brooks is your leading scorer with a roster with Devin Booker and Jalen Green on it, you're not doing your job. It's just not happening.
I laugh so hard when I see Dylan Brooks driving down the lane with the ball like he's finna
do something. And then check this out. Like I said, it ain't Devin Booker.
Ball, bro.
It ain't Devin Booker. Look, it ain't Devin Booker's fault, bro. The torture chamber. That's what it is. It's the torture chamber.
Look. Hey, that's what I said, Jordy. Devin Booker is not a number one on a championship team. He need an alpha. Exactly, bro. And you know who messed that up? KD messed that shit up.
Yep, Kevin Durant. I thought that
too. What did Skip Bayless say about T.O. Christian?
Yeah.
Team obliterator. That is exactly what
that's real.
That's what KD is.
Real.
Because you have to give up so much to get Kevin Durant, and he made Devin Booker become this guy, bro.
No, and honestly, that's a whole nother conversation. We want to talk about KD's legacy. That's a whole nother topic within itself because if he go out and get swept to a 41-year-old,
are we being fair? Because he didn't play 2 of those games.
Listen.
I'm not gonna let KD get away with this, bro. He trying not to play so people can't point the finger at him and say that it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't play. I didn't play. But what happened when he played game 2? They put the clamps on their ass. They couldn't do shit.
Hold on, wait a minute. KD came out
busting their ass. He can't do nothing on the double.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, man.
You've been in the league for 18 years.
Yeah, that was weird.
Bro, he's a step slower. That's why he's a step slower. The league is younger and faster.
He needs real assassins on his side. He needs that way they can, because when he has at least 1 or 2 real assassins, then you can't double KD and he'll go to work. But like Dylan Brooks say, bro, they got the blueprint.
Number one option KD, it's over, bro. That's not a thing no more. It shouldn't be a thing no more. Number one option on a KD team, like.
Bro, Jordy say KD is tarnishing his legacy with this series. Y'all agree with that?
Oh,
bro,
facts.
That's
facts. That's what I'm saying. Like this further taints his legacy. This further says that if you take away the 2 championships that he got with Golden State, who was the best team in the league at that time, you know, are we having a conversation with Kevin Durant being a champion? One can literally make that argument that KD would not be a champion if it wasn't for Golden State, because he had an opportunity with Brooklyn. He had an opportunity with Phoenix. Now he had an opportunity with Houston. And one can make the argument he's making those teams worse. Phoenix was in the finals. The finals before KD got there. KD gets there. What happens? First round exit. He goes to Houston. What did Houston do last year? Number 2 seed in the West. Oh, by the way, they had Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks on that team too. So, but we're not gonna talk about that. Houston was the number 2 team in the West. Now, KD gets there, and one can make the argument that Houston is actually worse this year with KD than what they was last year. So, I mean, KD, in my opinion, this is why I don't think KD, you know, if you want to go into individual accolades, okay, maybe you can have a conversation. But when we just talk about the all-time greats, this is why KD, in my opinion, is not going to be top 10 all-time. He's just not.
I don't know. I mean, from a pure skill standpoint, KD should be top 10. I mean, we talking about the first player to be 7 foot and have a literal ball handle. Be 7 foot and have a legitimate shot. Be 7 foot, you know what I'm saying? And can truly move as fluidly as he's able to move. So I don't know.
Top 10 is not based off of talent alone, though. Top 10 wouldn't just be based off of talent. It'd be based off of accomplishments as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
are we saying that? Are we saying that somebody like a Larry Bird is better than? Are we saying Larry Bird is really better than KD, bro?
73-9 Warriors. You're talking about first round and second round exits post OKC Thunder. First round, second round exits, and maybe even a playoff miss in there somewhere. But it's been completely like when you talk about.
So he don't scare y'all no more.
And that organization giving you the keys to say, get us there. And you literally making them worse than what they were before.
Yep, and they're giving up a lot. They're giving up everything for
nothing but them giving you the keys as a franchise savior. KD has accomplished nothing as it pertains to that,
bro.
Like,
but are we? Hey, hold on. Are we? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't even hear it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna kick you. Come back in. Bro, he was in the middle of saying something. I just kicked him out. Bro, how y'all keep getting off here? What are y'all doing, bro?
I had left because somebody tried to call me and my audio stopped working. And instead of me cutting y'all off from talking, I just left.
Bro, to come back. Crazy. Technical difficulties. Call ESPN, bro. We firing them, bro.
Man.
We firing ESPN, bro. Can y'all hear me?
Stream y'all.
Yeah. Can y'all hear everybody else? That ain't say something.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my thing. Chris, you telling me you're not scared of KD no more? Is that what you're saying? Like KD doesn't scare you?
In terms of what he can do to my team?
Yes.
No, Mr. Foot on the line. No, Mr. Foot on the line.
Bro,
he wear a size 36, bro. Get off him.
Man, my fool's on the line. That was the last chance he had to really make it all the way to the finals. He has not been.
Day-Day.
Yeah, he's not been there since Brooklyn.
There's a reason why you just brought that up. Because that's literally the only thing we can talk about as it pertains to his playoff success.
As a recent. As a recent,
All I'm gonna say is we're not gonna act like he didn't give a chance or he wasn't the reason why that those Golden State Warriors team, like he was the best.
He was not the reason why. He was the napkins he was napkins brought to the barbecue. Nobody needed you. We was good without you. We was good without you. We already had everything we needed. You just unneeded appliance.
But hold on, you need the napkins.
No, because the thing is about bringing the napkins is somebody else already got some paper towels. So what are we talking about? They already got some paper towels.
I would say
hey,
this,
you're not
bro.
gonna disrespect
I would
KD
say
like
this.
that, bro.
I would say this, bro.
Golden State KD. Yes, I am. I'm going to disrespect him every time.
I
I'm
would
going to
say this,
disrespect
bro.
him every
I'll say
time.
this.
Hey,
KD
Jordy
with the Warriors-
Jordy say KD's best chance is linking up with Giannis at this point.
Man, his best chance is retiring.
Is asking forgiveness for the Thunder.
And coming back.
No, bro, because we would have to give up so much, bro. We would give up our whole core. No,
nigga,
bro,
do you know our fucking janitor could start in the league today?
Do you know that Kevin Durant has publicly spoken against Oklahoma City as if we are just a wasteland at this point? That we need him, that we were never going to see the promised land without him.
It wouldn't be
when we inducted him into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. That's how much we enjoyed you when you were here. We praised you. We put you on the pedestal.
Russ's fault, though. That's Russ's fault.
We're not going to disrespect Russ. This is a KD conversation. This is not a Russ conversation. There's two different conversations, and we're not going to cross them.
You're right. You're right. That is two different conversations because when it comes to Russ can do no wrong in our opinion.
We did Russ wrong. We did Russ dirty. We didn't do him right contractually. We did not do him the way that he deserved to be treated. And then forced him
go wherever
elsewhere.
He wanted to go. We let him go.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's kind of fair. That's the business decision. That's everybody shaking hands and thank you for the opportunity on both parties. But overall, contractually, just as if we did James Harden, we should have not let him walk. We should have.
James Harden would have been the James. I tell you what, I believe that Isaiah Joe, Alex Caruso,
who is the oldest on our team, which is crazy.
I say
at 32 years old.
Isaiah Joe, Queso. Like as far as the people that come off the bench, I feel like they are doing better for us in their role than what James Harden would have done with us. We have to understand and quit living in the fact that he is who he is. James Harden disappeared for games in the playoffs.
This is true.
He was supposed to be averaging 15, 16 points for us, and we would have been fine. You got Serge Ibaka going 12 for 12, and James Harden nowhere to be found.
Maybe because the moment was too big at that point. We got to remember how young these guys were.
This is what I'm saying.
The lights were very bright.
But so was Russ and so was KD.
And they didn't get it done either. About? I mean,
because those are extra pieces added to the armory and the weaponry.
More done than what James was doing. I'm telling you, James Harden literally disappeared, bro.
Really, I'm not mad at them for not giving him a decent. KD was the only one that had a decent series, but there were games where they just were off and wasn't like one game. Russ will be, he'll kind of be going off, and then the next game, like. But
Russ was his own worst enemy. Russ always got in his own way. So
that time we were not running any plays.
Right. And Russ having a good game was bad for us.
Let's mention that as well.
Yeah, Russ having a good game was actually bad for us because
a lot of hero ball
and think that he could do the exact same thing. So he did have a lot of growing to do. But Jordy say that Shai, I believe that Shai will get his jersey retired before KD.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a guarantee.
I believe that.
I think KD talked himself out of that possibility. It may have happened if he didn't talk so much. But
KD is the first person that probably will not be appreciated like he should by any franchise that he's played for. And because
not even Golden State, they love him.
No,
he did it on Golden State too when he left. He did it on them too.
He aired out too much of their locker room drama for them to respect him. He kind of pulled the curtain back behind
D-Lo? He being D'Angelo Russell?
It wasn't to that degree. It wasn't to that degree.
Jay, here's why.
D-Lo
here's why. Because every time this nigga leaves the organization, you know what he does?
Yeah. Point the finger.
Oh yeah,
everybody else fall behind. All these niggas.
Let him tell it. He just like to hoop. He just want to hoop.
He couldn't even wait till the full damn season was over with the Rockets before he aired out that dirty laundry.
He got holes all in his bucket.
Before he started airing that out, like he did, bro. They was 3 months in.
Yeah.
Like,
you're right.
Are you serious, bro? So
he knew.
Lets me know he already had.
He knew what to do because he understood they wasn't going nowhere. So let me get this out now. So that y'all niggas ain't saying, I told y'all this 3 months ago. I told y'all this 6 months ago. Now look.
Nah, he wasn't saying that when he decided to go to Houston. He thought that he was the missing piece.
No.
He thought he was the missing. No, bro. Nah.
That's real. Tell him,
He saw just like no. Look, just like Brooklyn, just like Phoenix. Now Houston. He saw just like Golden State all the years before. He saw an already made team. He thought that he was the missing piece, and he thought he was gonna go there to try to and put them over the hump. But as we see, just like Brooklyn. Like, that's a whole nother story with Brooklyn. Like, let's be real.
You're talking Kyrie and James Harden next to you.
Brooklyn actually had a team. If you think about the Thunder, when the Thunder started their rebuild and was on their ascent, Brooklyn had guys that was on the ascent that, you know, they were the young Thunder at that time. Karis LeVert. Who else they had? D-Lo was over there hooping.
Ooh, D-Lo had a resurgence.
That was his team.
Man, they actually who else? Spencer Dinwiddie. They had a nice young squad. They were doing something. And then with
did they have Jared Allen?
Coach?
Did they have Jared Allen? Did they have Jared Allen?
Nah, it was they did have a sniper. He was like a modern day Kevin Love in a way. I can't think of what his name was.
Yeah, that name.
Let me look at that squad. What year did KD go over there?
Dang, he went over there right after Golden State. So we talking what, like 2020?
Yeah, 2018.
2019, 2020.
So then let me see. Brooklyn Nets roster, what we gonna say 2018 then?
Yeah, 2018, 2019. They were on the ascent. They were the young Thunder with Kenny Atkinson as their coach. He was Mark Daigneault. And they wanted to jump ship.
Before you keep going, this is the reason why we have Redman on the stream right now. Y'all hear these facts. This is why he's here, our resident statistician. And actually, bro, I just brought it up, bro. You're right. Hold on. I'm about to let me share the screen real quick. Because I'm gonna show y'all. And Jared Allen, by the way, was in fact on this team. Like I said, Jared Allen.
Okay. It was Jared Allen. You're right.
I figured that's who it was.
Then with Joe Harris.
That's who it was. Yeah. Yeah, he was their Kevin Love.
Rondell Hollis Jefferson. Who else? Shabazz Napier. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they was a deep team.
That was nice.
They were laying the breadcrumbs, and that's what happens with these franchises when they want to skip the rebuild and just all of a sudden go into championship. Oh, and by the way, why else did Kyrie and KD want to go there? Because they saw the pieces in place. They saw that they had a good culture. They saw that they had a nice young roster. And what happened? They went there and just imploded that whole team. Now Brooklyn back stuck in rebuild.
Yeah. Which they had just left after getting Paul Pierce and KG.
Exactly.
That's the
I mean, this dude KD, he wants to go to an already made team and think that he gonna be the missing piece, but he doesn't do nothing but make the team worse. Yeah. I mean, these are facts. You know,
all he want to do is hoop, bro. All he want to do is hoop.
Bro, and that's what he says. That's what he says. I just do me, I chill, and I hoop.
At this point, you have to know that that's what it's about, really. Like, at this point, it's really just about him just wanting to hoop and play basketball. As he said, we just want to play basketball. But, I mean, does that have to be the detriment of everybody's team? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be at the expense.
So you really just the guy. You really just have to be the guy. Honestly, if I honestly blame the organizations, like, let's keep it real. It ain't 2015, 14, 16 no more. Like, that's done with. Like, Kevin Durant probably needs to be a corner guy at this point. Like,
a corner boy? Hey,
you think he should be on minute restriction?
Nah, bro.
You think he should be put on a minute restriction?
Listen to what I'm saying. Nah, bro. This season taught me all I needed to know about where he's at in his career right now. When they're literally, bro, I saw the Lakers literally try to give them that last game in the regular season. They tried to give the Rockets that game, and KD could not close it. He could not do nothing, bro. When he would see a double, bro, he would just get cold and stuck. And that's honestly multiple games in a row where he ends up, they just like, oh, let's just put a double on him. because ain't nobody else about to do nothing, bro. But you
yeah,
Kevin
he's still playing
Durant.
hurt.
You supposed to be Kevin Durant, bro. And they was daring this dude to just take over, bro, and win that game. And he was bricking, bro. That last regular season game versus the Lakers, bro. This dude was bricking, bro. Because the Lakers couldn't hit nothing either. Down the stretch.
If this team could have been the team that played us in the very first game of the season, they would have been crazy, bro.
Yeah, but it was still close. Crazy. It was still even close in that first game.
Bro, so wasn't that a double overtime game, bro?
Yes, it was very close. It was almost like a nail biter. You talking about ring ceremony, opening night. We were kind of sweating against the Rockets with KD starting that first game, that debut game.
Yes, bro.
Hey, but I got a question for y'all. I mean, it look like we about to definitely get them Lakers, so they're gonna come out. So what y'all feel like? How that?
I don't like it. I don't like it just for the fact of I don't care what the Lakers are doing, bro. The Lakers, we just don't match up well against the Lakers, and we never have.
No,
we just never have matched. We gave them belt, bro. We gave them belt in the regular season,
bro. Barely, bro. They didn't have Bronny. They didn't have Bronny James,
bro.
Austin Reeves is on his way back. Austin Reeves is in the sleep chamber right now, loading. So
loading up.
Playoff Austin is a different Austin.
We literally blew them out every game. With the exception of one.
I just believe zero dark 30 Bron is different, bro. Dark 30 Bron is different. Playoff Bron is different.
I honestly feel like this series is going to be like Shawn Michaels' Sweet Chin Music kicked Ric Flair.
Bro, those games would have had, I would see what you're saying if those games were a lot closer. Those games weren't close at all. With Luka and Reeves on the floor, by the way, those games were not close.
Hey, they got Luka Kennard, though. They got Luka Kennard, bro.
They were getting clamped all season. Every time they went against the Thunder, bro, it was BTA.
They call it
Red Man. Go ahead, bro. I'll just let you school these.
Would J-Dub not play a factor in this?
Nah,
it don't even matter, bro. Honestly, we could beat them without Dub.
Here's my thing with J-Dub.
We beat them all. We beat them, and Dub didn't play in any of those games, and we beat them. Like Chris said, we blew them out. This dude Jay talk about they a bad matchup for us. We a bad matchup for them.
I keep trying to tell you this ain't 2 years ago.
Yeah, like we're a bad matchup.
Nigga, we don't got this ain't Giddy. This
they
ain't
don't have
honestly, check this out. Despite how the series between the Lakers and Rockets is going, as the old saying goes, style make fights. The Rockets, I think, actually would have made a better matchup for us than the Lakers. This actually couldn't go any better than what is going now. I mean, we're talking about an easier route to the finals. The Lakers beating the Rockets is like music to my ears when you think about it, because we about to sweep them boys. Like, the Lakers are just not.
You don't think we would have had a?
We too physical. We too physical. We too physical. We too fast, and we too athletic. Like they can't keep up with it.
Their supporting cast is too timid.
Yeah, exactly. Bron is 41. Austin and Luka don't play defense, and they can't deal with physicality.
And when you put that pressure on them, bro, they shrink, bro. Like,
bro, J-Dub had this dude Luka strapped. What this dude Luka do? I got a cramp. Talk about he done pulled his hamstring,
bro. Hey, don't
nah, bro. I ain't trying to hear that.
He gonna go halftime.
J-Dub had this dude strapped, bro.
It was a hammy, bro. Don't do that. Man. Don't do that to Luka.
Nah, bro.
Bro, I'm not worried about the Lakers, bro.
No, not at all. Best case scenario for the Lakers,
we might
gentlemen sweep.
We might wind up getting the Timberwolves after that.
I'll give them
without Ant-Man.
Hey,
we might.
I agree with Red Man. He said he's on down to the finals.
Easy roll. Y'all saying
he's on down to the just off injuries, bro. Just off all these injuries.
The hardest.
Minnesota's not beating the Spurs, bro. If Minnesota makes it past, they look like they're gonna make it past.
The Spurs is the only threat.
They blew. In the West. They came back and put BT.
That's the only team I'm worried about. Like Day said, that's the only team I'm worried about is the Spurs.
But then Wemby might go out there and still be dizzy. He's concussed.
I know, right? But
he might be seeing 3 rims. So that's all we gotta. I mean, we don't want to hope for that.
Hey, all we gotta do is aim for the middle one.
Check this out, though. If Ant-Man is not dealing with a serious injury, I actually think Minnesota can beat the Spurs. 2 reasons. One, they actually got the size to deal with San Antonio. You see what Rudy doing the Joker right now. Yeah. Hey, Rudy, it ain't like Rudy is 6'10", 6'11". Rudy is 7'1" his own self. So he got the size and he got the size and length to deal with Wemby. Nas Reed, Julius Randle, Ant-Man, they got the size to deal with San Antonio.
And the heart.
And exactly that grit. And let's not forget, this is the other reason. Let's not forget, Minnesota has been in the Western Conference Finals 2 straight years now. They know what it takes to get there. And so that experience, the size matched with the experience factor. And y'all know Ant-Man, this dude, he see Wemby across from him. It's the Western Conference semifinals. You mean to tell me Ant ain't getting up for that?
It's barbecue.
Man, hey, like he said, D-Wade.
Ant licking his chops.
He trying to be D-Wade in there blocking them shots.
It's Thanos, like they said. He like, I done took out Luka. I done took out Joker, KD, Booker, Bron. Now they talking about Wemby trying to surpass me as the face of the league. Me? Nah, it ain't going down like that.
You know who he ain't took out, though? You know who he ain't took out? That nigga Shai.
Nah, he ain't took out Shai.
He ain't took out Shai.
And that's even
the only thing he taking, the only thing he can compete with Shai is these dang shoe commercial battles with Adidas and Converse.
Hey, his Sprite commercial's nice too, bro. His commercials is hard, bro.
I know he got Fantasia smiling real big, cashing them checks. Fantasia.
You got a baby with Fantasia?
When that commercial where him and his partner singing "When I See You."
Oh yeah. When they
I'm pretty sure the streams is through the roof for Fantasia after that commercial. Because that commercial plays every 5 seconds.
But no, I think if Ant is healthy, I got Minnesota knocking off San Antonio, because you see what San Antonio is doing in this Portland series. You can see that inexperience. The playoffs is a whole different ball game than the regular season. Going on the road in a hostile environment in the playoffs, it's entirely different. And I feel like you see that inexperience kind of getting to them a little bit. And I could just see Minnesota's been in the conference finals 2 consecutive years. I could see Minnesota knocking off San Antonio, which once again, that pays out for us, because obviously we match up better with Minnesota than we do San Antonio.
So you expecting an OKC and Minnesota conference finals, Western Conference Finals?
If Ant is healthy, yes. After seeing how Minnesota is kind of handling the Nuggets right now, and like I said, thinking about the fact that they've been in the conference finals 2 straight years, I can see that experience, putting them over the hump. And like I said, they got the size. A lot of these other teams, they got the size to deal with Wemby, and that's why it's the ultimate mismatch. But Minnesota actually got the size.
Yeah, man. I feel like and I've always said this, we can beat San Antonio if we want. We're looking that far into the future, and we think it's going to be. Well, you saying that they can get them, but if San Antonio makes it, as long as we allow Chet to be the primary defender on Wemby, that's what has to happen. None of this Alex Caruso getting underneath Wemby. None of this I-Heart, because I-Heart is he can't guard him on the wing. None of that. Chet has to man up and take on that challenge for us to win. Because the problem is we're all trying to help out. Look, I went and watched them niggas live playing Wemby. And Chet took every opportunity that he could. And I'm not saying it was on Chet. Maybe Mark Dagnall, that was the game plan. But Chet was not guarding Wemby. This series is always looked at as Chet versus Wemby. If that is what the series looks like, even though we got the MVP, the 2-time MVP, by the way, about to be 2-time MVP back-to-back. The fact that this game ain't looked at like when I hold this up, y'all already know what I'm talking about, bro. Hey, that's going to be so iconic, too, for the fact it's 2. But because
I'm gonna do mine like this, like he did it when he was pointing at Dylan Brooks.
No, bro, he did Dylan like that, bro.
But he actually, he threw the other finger out there.
No, what happened was he flipped Dylan off because he
did it like this though.
No,
the first pointer finger came out, so the fine would come out.
He flipped Dylan off, and then he was like, "Oh shit, the cameras is on me."
That's what I'm saying. He did it in such good time, and y'all see that fine ain't hit. Shout out to the NBA. Protect the MVP. Yeah. We need to put that on the T-shirt. I'm buying it.
Hey, but the internet is so fast, bro.
Yeah, it is absolutely nothing that they can do with this man in this series, bro. This dude is having his way with them, bro. They cannot guard this.
The whole league. The whole league is like that.
Really, can't nobody guard Shai.
So do the Thunder sweep their way to the finals? Is that what we're saying?
No.
I think the Lakers to get one. They're gonna have a magnet ball. Bro, the Lakers gonna have a magnet ball, bro. They gonna have a magnet ball.
I say
it's gonna go down to the wire.
I say the Lakers get 2, and that's because of my nigga Bronny. That's what I say.
Bronny's not even gonna get that many minutes. Let's be real.
You talking about Junior?
Yeah, in the regulars, yeah.
Hey, and that's another. Speaking of which, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother. Look. That's a whole nother indictment on Houston. They playing so bad that this dude JJ Redick got the confidence to say, "Bronny, get in there and play." Like Bronny is getting minutes. Bronny was struggling to get minutes in the regular season, and Houston is playing so bad that JJ is like, "Bronny, get in there." Like, come on.
Or are the Lakers playing so well that Bronny is getting in there?
The Lakers, no doubt about it. I'm not going.
The Lakers gonna find out real fast. The Lakers gonna find out real fast the difference.
Bro, y'all remember when Bronny tried to bring it up? Y'all remember when Bronny tried to bring it up against Case and Wallace, bro? Case and Wallace ripped, bro, 3 times in a row.
Exactly. What are you doing? This ain't the part.
I'm not gonna shit on the Lakers that bad. I do feel like the Lakers definitely have elevated their game.
This is a Christian channel.
Bro, you've been a
bro. I think that's like crazy.
No, look, check this out. I do think the Lakers have elevated their game. I do think that they are definitely playing, above what everybody expected them to play. No doubt about it. With that being said, this is definitely more so how bad Houston is playing than how good the Lakers is playing. There's just no excuse, no way around that. I mean, Houston with no Luka, no Austin, at the very least, this should be, what is it? They down 3-0. At the very least, this should be a 2-1, a 2-1 series at the very least. 2-1 Houston, if we being honest, but, hey, these boys, like they said, the playoffs highlight your flaws, and all their flaws is getting highlighted.
And I would have been cussing my teammates out if Bronny was in the game. Bro. If LeBron and Bronny in the game passing, and LeBron talking about bounce past that thing, that thing. Y'all was going off.
Hey, Brian threw an alley to Bronny, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
He screamed for Bronny, and Bronny hit the tray, bro.
I would be so upset.
That's what I said. That's how bad. I would have been like,
it's a nigga son. It's a father-son duo out here hooping on us right now.
Bro, I would have
been breaking clipboards, throwing chairs.
You might as well say they got Uncle Drew out there hooping them boys.
Man, might as well.
You said what?
You said you might as well say they got Uncle Drew out there hooping them boys.
Bro, they might as well had a little rascals in their trench coat standing on each other's shoulders, coaching.
Don't be disrespectful to Brian, bro. Hey, did y'all see Obafemi is hooping with the Celtics? Obafemi, bro.
They giving him a chance.
Bro, they give it.
Bro, how long he been on that team?
Hey, Obafemi from Raw, bro.
How long he been on the beat? Oh, I thought you was talking about.
Obafemi from Raw, but they got this Nigerian person.
I know you talking about, big
Celtics, buff, bro. And me and my kids been calling him Obafemi.
Taco, not Taco.
But yeah, Taco, no. All in all, I think what you said, Redman, is a good point. In the sense of, I believe that this is actually a much better situation than last year, because the people that gave us the most problems are the Nuggets, and it looked like that the Minnesota Vikings, I'm just playing, the Timberwolves, it looks like that they are about to get rid of Denver without Ant-Man, so that's going to be great.
Crazy.
And then I'm kind of happy we're going to get the Lakers, because this is the Luka-less and AR-less Lakers, and then so we'll wind up playing. I don't see Minnesota really getting past. Wemby won it, bro. Wemby won it. So I don't see them really getting past the Spurs. But I think it's gonna be cinema. We get the Spurs in the finals and really see that we got it like that. As long as Dagnall does his job, bro, we're gonna be good. As long as Dagnall defense, as long as he ain't sitting there trying to make sure that we foul while we up. You know what I mean? He's trying to go offense, defense, and I think he's learned.
I never understood. Hey, hold on. I got a question. I never understood that, but that just leads me to think about just like NBA standards, but it also leads me to unwritten NBA rules.
Okay.
Y'all see the Denver Nuggets and the Timber Puppies?
I mean, they were tripping, bro.
Their last layup.
Yeah, he didn't have to lay that
He was trying to get the over on his parlay.
So here's my thing, bro.
That's what I thought of as soon as I saw that. They inbounded you the ball to end the game. You just go up there and just lay it up so gently. I'm like, oh, that's a parlay finesse.
Bro, here's the thing. So here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. People talk about these unwritten rules, bro. And here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
The game ain't over till the clock hits zeros, bro.
Facts.
Bro, 1.3 seconds. What's the point? I'll just say it like that.
Just in the game, bro. We lost.
Nigga, you trying to, when the game is over, you trying to enforce your will to stop somebody scoring when, nigga, you had the whole damn game to stop a nigga from scoring.
I don't understand it either.
You couldn't do it. And you couldn't do it. Enforce your will and stop them niggas from scoring the prior 3 hours of the game, or however many minutes it is. You got a whole game to stop them from scoring. You could not do it. That's not the time to be like, oh, let me stop you from scoring. You failed.
But here's the deal with that.
Okay, Mace.
Here's failed, bro.
Hey, but here's the deal with it. Bro, did you see Jey Uso jump on Cameron, bro?
Oh man, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. He said you got Sunday. He said you got Saturday niggas on the show, man. We supposed to be having Sunday. What are Sunday niggas? What a Sunday WrestleMania niggas?
Hey, that was a bar. But no,
he said your pops was weak. Ooh, bro. The moment
bro.
you say something about they pops, bro, they really
crazy,
get
bro.
mad.
They ready to go
for real.
But no, Chris, I'm with you on that. You're right. You know, when people say, "Oh, because of that last play, that's the reason why we left for this player." No, it's made up of a bunch of plays. But here's the deal: you purposely threw it all the way out, right? You purposely threw it all the way out so that they can't get it. At that point, just hold the ball. How many times does people, you know what I'm saying, dribble the ball out? They do that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that point, they passed it out there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to shoot. It wasn't a 1.3 seconds. Now, granted, trying to fight over it, like that was nonsense too. But the whole team had already given up, bro.
You just gotta
there was no point for that.
If somebody does that, bro, you just gotta let it go because it's within the
rules of the game.
It's within the game.
You're right.
If somebody does that, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You just like I get it making somebody upset. But
let
you
me ask y'all a
let
question.
that go. Now especially when you fail to stop them from scoring and they beat you in that fashion. Now is not the time to my bad for the let your nuts hang and be like, I'm a stand no business. Nah, nigga, stand no business during the game.
Speaking of that,
that's the time when you
I got
stand
a question
no
time to that.
And block and
hey, Redman, can you hear us?
Yeah.
That's the time that you stand on business and send shots to the stands. That's when you stop Jaden McDaniels.
Nah, bro, no guns. From hooping. No guns, bro. We don't do no guns, bro. You getting banned.
Get what I'm saying?
Getting banned. Yeah, no guns. But what you got that, eh?
I was just gonna ask.
Because you said send shots.
What do you really think?
No,
what do you think that they say when they run up on? What do you think a joker says to somebody when they run up on them and said,
"I love my horses. I love my horses. I'm not ready to go."
Bro, we ain't even gonna speak on that. I'm feeling like, are you running up saying, like, what are you doing? Scoring some more. The score should be the same. Stop scoring on us. Like, what is he saying when he running up and he pushing somebody?
They all look at it as disrespectful.
What is your argument?
Like, at the end of the let's just all keep it a bean. At the end of the day, anytime somebody gets upset when somebody does that, they not upset at the fact that somebody done did that. They upset because they got their ass beat in the game. Let's just keep it a bean. Everybody who has gotten upset with somebody doing that shit, it's because they mad because they got their ass beat. That's really what it comes down to.
Kicking.
And they think it's supposed to be a mercy rule, but hell no, it ain't no mercy rule.
Flagrant too. They just gave DeAndre a flavor
this
too
dude
for
joke. I'm sick of the league coming to Joker's defense, bro. He got me messed up ever since, bro. This nigga Lou Dort got a bad rep. This
Joker's been playing horrible.
Hey, Lou Dort dirty. I ain't gonna lie, he dirty.
Nah, bro. This dude Lou Dort, he got a bad rap now. Bro.
Breaking news: the Lakers are losing 59-78. Third quarter.
78.
Third quarter.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. The Lakers. Is
Austin
Reeves playing? Is Austin Reeves playing?
Nah, he ain't playing.
He still ain't come back. They said he's supposed to come back this game.
Austin Reeves was supposed to be back.
Yeah,
the Lakers ain't tripping. They about to go back to the crib, and it's gonna be a wrap.
I mean, it's more rough for us if we can sweep it.
But they can't struggle in the first round, though. It's very crucial that you start strong and finish strong when it comes to waiting on the OKC Thunder.
There it is.
When you got to face the Thunder.
Trying to close out a team on the road on that opposing team's home court is hard, though.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
So
Houston.
Yeah, they're in Houston. Houston's trying to avoid obviously being swept on their home floor because that's kind of like a pride thing. It's like we can lose the series, but we can't lose the series on our own court.
Yeah, and get swept at home too.
So it's a pride thing. They'll win tonight, but it's a wrap once they go back to the crypto arena.
So right now, Rui Hachimura got 13. LaRock, that's it.
Man, Rui don't show up enough.
Brian got 81 for 6.
Hey, Brian's tired now.
Reed
bro,
Shepard
that's why, bro.
It's
supporting cast, boy. What are they doing?
Hey, he hooping. Segun got 19, bro.
First off, I don't want to hear nobody say that Luka ain't got no help because they handling a first round matchup against Alfred Sengun, Amen Thompson, and whoever else they got on there.
Oh yeah, Luka definitely has help.
And they handling this series in really decent fashion actually. So I don't want to hear that Luka ain't got no help, bro. When we get him belt, because Luka's gonna and actually I think that Luka probably will have a okay series. It just won't be better than Shai. But
Shai is one person that I trust. With
Luka,
hey, look, Death Ray aimed at the earth, and you have one person, one shot. I'm going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I want Iguodala.
No.
The Martians. Nah, bro, you want You want two.
Yeah,
Give it to two.
For sure.
Bro.
Nah, I'm giving it to Dylan Brooks, bro, because I know Dylan Brooks is gonna go be a bully. I'm giving it to Dylan.
Boom, 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 boom.
And that's the thing, bro. Everybody is better than two until it's time to be better than two.
Yeah.
How many star versus star matchups he got to win before niggas just really start realizing like?
I don't think nobody's disrespecting Shai no more. I think they know what time
it is.
They are.
Nah,
they are.
They talk about the fouls and stuff, but like they asked Dylan Brooks today yesterday. They asked Dylan Brooks yesterday. They said, hey, he had 42 points on 83% shooting. What does that say about him? He said, well, that's efficient, and I got him in game 4. Bro. Nigga, didn't you have him in game 3 and game 2?
Right. Yeah, those
Dylan Brooks is the definition of we 0-0 now.
Bro,
we 0-0.
There's literally
every game
nobody.
It's 0-0. He one of them ones in the locker room. Nigga, no, it's 3-0 right now.
Bro, there's literally nobody it's 0-0 right now. Shai. He be giving all of them buckets. He be like, who next? He literally be like, who next?
Hey, he be playing King of the Hill. He be playing King of the Hill.
Double me,
bro. He be giving, bro. He done gave Dylan Brooks buckets this whole series, bro. Yeah. That's where the point. He's coming. He got a new meme every day because he busting their asses, bro. So he got a new meme. He
flipped him off, bro. We ain't never seen Shai be that disrespectful, bro.
Flipped him off and pointed at him at the same time.
But you know why? Because Dylan Brooks stood over him and rah-rahed him.
Yeah, right. But and I just be, bro. When they get one bucket on Shai, they just be really like happy, bro. Yeah. Like that's the thing.
Hey,
like
I bet y'all didn't see Shai on Saturday. What did he say? I don't need it. I don't need a foul. That's what he said when he went in on him. 15, I don't need it.
15 of 18, bro.
He really don't. His bag is crazy.
15 of 18 is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not even.
Hey, quick question: who y'all taking in the phone book? Real quick, don't think about it. Carmelo or right now SGA? Prime Melo or Prime SGA in the phone booth?
Hey, at the end of the day, Shai's a champion.
Bro, that's all, bro.
I'll definitely take the Shai.
Shai's a champion. I mean, I think that Melo is a great one-on-one player. But if we're talking about like, you got to pick, especially if we're talking about prime, because if we're being real, Shai ain't even in the peak of his prime yet.
Yeah. I'm not even talking about career or skill wise. I'm talking about just in the post. I'm talking about throw him in the post, 1-on-1.
Oh, then
whose bag is deeper?
It'll be in the post. It'll be Carmelo.
Yeah, it's Melo. If you're talking about in the post, it's Melo all day long. Melo had a post game, bro. That dude Melo was nice.
But I feel like SGA's he's climbing.
Yeah,
climbing at a fast pace. So how much longer, since y'all do say that, since it's Melo, how much longer do y'all think until SGA is considered like one of the better?
SGA has to get a legitimate post game. SGA gets to the post. And then he hits his look. It's a step back, not a push off. He hits his step back and he hits it. But if we talk, that's not his game for real. So
but as far as like even the skill, the moves,
now if you're talking about bag for bag,
that's what I'm saying. The pivots, those jab steps.
If you're talking bag for bag, and we're not talking about the post, then at that point I give it to Shai. But if we're talking about it in the post specifically, it's going to Melo.
Okay, that makes sense. That's valid. Yeah. That's valid.
Yeah. Hey, but real quick, man. I appreciate y'all for joining us on here. I don't want to ruin the movie for y'all because me and Christopher really want to talk about this Michael movie. I know y'all ain't seen it yet. But I really appreciate y'all for jumping on.
Bro, we have seen it, bro.
Who had you seen it?
We seen it because Michael Jackson lived his life, bro.
This nigga.
All it is just a remake of what already happened, bro.
It's not, bro.
It is, bro. It happened in real life, bro. Michael Jackson lived his life and died, bro. All it is just.
So what? Are you sick? Are you sick of Michael biopics, bro?
No, I'm not sick of it. It's just that it ain't like niggas was like, we're gonna write a movie about a man named Michael. He's gonna be an artist. He's gonna be an icon. It ain't like it's an original idea. It's like it's a biopic. Like we seen his real life. We seen his career.
All I know is that it ain't better than Flex Washington.
Bro, bro. All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all niggas go, bro. Hey, we appreciate y'all for being on here. Hey, y'all better tune in next week at 9 p.m. These niggas is coming back, bro. We having a good time. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all niggas go. And me and Chris gonna talk about this movie, chop it up about this movie real quick. All right, man. Love y'all, man. Hey, love y'all niggas.
Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all, man.
All right, peace. Let me get this. All right, he off there. Let me see.
Yeah, we had those are our special guest panel.
Yeah, special guests, bro. They're my niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Day has been a while. Matter of fact, I wanted to say, oh shoot, you gotta come back in. Hold on, I gotta wait on him. But yeah, I really want to get into this Michael movie just because you couldn't hear me, bro?
Nah, we good now though.
Okay. Yeah, nah, bro. I forgot to say it, bro. It was the OG hip hop corner or the X sign, Rumble House Sports, bro.
Yeah, it was Rumble House. Yeah. That was a collab.
That was a collab, bro. That was a collab for real.
That was Rumble House Sports. I forgot.
Rumble House Sports, bro. Yeah. Rumble House Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I had fun, but let's go ahead and jump on this, bro. We ain't got to take too long, but I really want to talk about it. So I found out, I didn't understand why a lot of the critics was hating on the Michael movie, but I found out why.
Me too.
I don't think that it is a valid stance. A lot of the critics are hating on the Michael movie because they feel like that it was safe and it avoided a lot of his controversies. And to that, you say what?
To that I say these critics or anybody that has the opinion that it whitewashed his story or it didn't get into any of the negative things, I question how much they truly know Michael Jackson's timeline of his life, of when he started to actually go through certain controversies and when certain things started to hit headlines.
Because that was around the 90s, right?
So the first allegation,
a lot of
right. So if we watch the movie, we know that this cutoff point of where there's
89 or 88
is 88. That's the cutoff point. Those first initial allegations with legal problems aren't until about 1993. So that would tell you that they hadn't even reached that point in terms of a timeline frame.
Right.
They hadn't even reached that point to where you can really dive in and get to that. So anybody that actually knows anything about Michael Jackson, they should just know that. So to me, it's silly to mention something like that for a movie that cuts off of his life, or that cuts off at the point of 1988. You got a whole
Yeah.
nother 20 years
Right.
where he's like the most dragged man in the media, but it really doesn't get to the height of that until the 90s. So to me, somebody that's saying that, I feel like is just reaching for something, and I don't think that it's valid.
I
Now, were
do.
there certain things that were controversies during that time in the 80s? Yeah, but it's things like his cosmetic surgeries, his
Right.
nose, his which they did touch on that.
Now
But they
that
didn't
wasn't
really.
the Wacko Jacko era, was it? The Wacko
I
Jacko
mean,
era
nah, I
was
mean
the
that's
90s,
way
right?
I know, but I mean that's
Yeah.
kind of way
Yeah.
later. But if I'm not mistaken, that Thriller era, I do believe he slept in a hyperbolic chamber during that era. So it was certain things that he had did
And is that
that
really a
grabbed a lot,
controversy, bro? Like
huh?
athletes do that shit all the time. Is that really a
Yeah, I
controversy?
know. But this was literally because it was Michael Jackson, so they was literally like anything that he did was looked at as weird or strange. You know what I'm saying? Were there a couple of things that could have been um highlighted in those 80s, little small little things? Because at this point, people kind of did question what he was doing in terms of cosmetic wise, but past that, it wasn't really nothing in it, and they did to highlight that, though they didn't go over the controversies of it in terms of how it was from a media perspective back then. They did touch on him doing that. And there's also a couple of other timeline things that clash as it pertains to that movie, but that's just me. If we're going step by step on what people
Yeah.
complain about,
Yeah.
that's me uh asking myself, how is it valid that you're claiming that this movie was whitewashed or it didn't get into any of the controversies? Anybody that's done any type of research, and media for that matter, because they were so obsessed with Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
should damn well know at what point in times in certain timelines in which eras that he was in. Michael Jackson had like 4 or 5 eras. So
Right.
you know which era he was in every time a different controversy hit, or every time he was going on tour. If it was this tour, oh, that's the history era. Oh, that's the bad era. Oh, that's the dangerous era. Like, which eras
Based
certain
on his
things happen.
clothing, basic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And so to me, for that cutoff to be 1988, and for them to talk about what else did y'all want them to talk about? Like,
Well, again, I
you
believe
know?
that a lot of people thought that they were getting a life story. They thought that they were getting essentially a Temptations-esque movie. I like to say Jackson 5 American Dream style story, because even Cray popped on and was saying that he wanted, being a fan of Michael Jackson, he wanted a more in-depth story. But for a man that has so many layers, for a person that had so much going on, and I believe, to me, after watching this movie was just about Michael finding his voice. This movie was just about Michael stepping out the shadow of his dad and finding his voice. So ultimately, they delivered on what they were trying to accomplish. Now, the story goes that Antoine Fuqua, that's his name, right?
I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but
okay.
it's something like that.
They say that there was a bunch of reshoots that had to happen because they took out a bunch of the controversy, because the estate, or there were certain suits and legalizations that were going on at the time. And so it was, apparently they tried to have these controversies, or have some controversies in, but people came in and forced them to reshoot. Outside of, I mean, if that is the case, so what? It was still a very good movie for what it was. I still got goosebumps at certain parts. I still enjoyed and felt like I was watching his story for the first time. And the acting in this movie was phenomenal.
The moment you see Jafar,
casting.
the moment you see Jafar appear as Michael on the screen, you feel like you're looking at Michael,
At
and you're
Michael.
what
Yeah.
the mannerisms, the voice tone,
Voice tone.
just the way he act, the facial expressions. I mean, you
Yeah.
could tell he had his uncle down to a T. I dare say, like, he had him so good, I dare near say almost Oscar nominated worthy. Now, in terms of in terms of his acting, now in terms of the film itself, man, everybody
#1 movie in the world,
but
by the way.
for things like for biopics, especially anything that has to do with Michael Jackson, everybody's gonna consider themselves a Michael Jackson super fan,
expert.
right?
Yeah,
You
you're
know,
right.
I feel like everybody could feel like that they could be a director and direct a Michael Jackson film because they have a vision on how they would tell his story. You know what I'm saying? Because there's things that you look at and you be like, there's obviously, looking back on it, there were things that were definitely rushed in the film where you're kind of like, I wish they would have spent more, or what led to this, or you know, like with his nose, that first surgery on his nose wasn't just random. He broke his nose in a dance rehearsal. That's why he initially got his first nose surgery.
They made it like he looked at it. He looked, spoiler. He looked at it. He looked, seen that he had him. Actually, they put a little nugget in the beginning, basically saying that Joe teased him about it to give him his insecurities.
Was there always an insecurity there? Yeah, sure. But that first initial surgery, he broke his nose during dance rehearsal. Now he kept going back, obviously, you know, to get his nose updated and reshaped and everything,
to get
like
it tapered. He kept going to get it tapered.
I mean, you know, for lack of a better term, he kept going to get a
line up. He kept going to get a
line up, edge up, But you know, so things like that I see, and I'm like, as an MJ fan who's done a lot of research, I know certain things that you see in timeline wise, and you're like, timeline wise, I just feel like that's rushed. You know, my biggest thing about the film was, you know, it kind of goes into the Jackson 5 just already just being signed so quickly, and it doesn't really show the grind
they
of them.
They showed him on the Ed Sullivan show,
but just minor, like, I mean, in terms of like, I mean, in terms of them.
But again, this movie was about Michael finding his voice. So while I understand that we wanted more, and I being in the theater, I remember thinking in my head like, damn, well, that was quick. Well, man, we really got through it. Like, he's already he's already 17 now, 18. Like, that's crazy. But at the same token, it wasn't about the Jackson. I mean, this is what everybody was telling me. It wasn't about the Jackson 5.
No, it's not. If you want Jackson 5, you have to watch Jackson 5 American Dream.
You have to.
If you want a Jackson 5 story, because, and I've told people this about that movie cuts off at the beginning of Thriller. Like, the beginning of Thriller era, that movie cuts off. It doesn't go past Motown 25 for that matter.
You still had 2 more Jackson 5 tours, or 2 more tours that he did with his brother after that.
Right. And the closing of that movie is actually them on the Victory Tour, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the closing of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that movie really goes in detail about the Jackson 5, and this is more so Michael. So I get them wanting to jump to basically him trying to break from his brothers so quickly. You understand what I'm saying?
But if you're a fan of Michael, you understand this. Like, if you're a fan of Michael, you know these things. And people have said this constantly. Man, if you really wanted a deep dive, that movie would have been 6.5 hours if we really talking about it. Because people are not understanding the history of the Jackson 5 and the mountains they climbed before he even got to be who he is. But this is about, the name of the movie is called Michael. That is the name of the movie. So at that point, you have to accept that and understand where they're going. Now, I was going to say that there's never been a movie, you know, and we know what it said at the end, but there's never been a movie to touch on his life after the bad era, or even during the bad era. Not unless you want to count Moonwalker. There's never really been a film to really touch on that.
So I mean, you got you have Flex Alexander's
And I stand by
depiction.
what I said. There's never been a movie that touches on that era of Michael Jackson's life.
Yeah, I mean, no, not in detail. I think this will probably be the first time where we get a depiction of Michael Jackson. And like, depending on I'm sure we'll get that next installation, but depending on how far it goes, I'm sure we'll get more of 90s, and we'll see depictions from a cinematic perspective of MJ that we've never seen. I think that eventually we can get that.
The crazy part about it is a lot of these niggas ain't even really complain. Like the fans love it, bro. I know that the score, I heard that the score is the biggest discrepancy between fans and critics. Fans scored around 94%, and the critics are scoring it right now. I think it rose to about 40%, but it debuted at a 27%. So the critics, who I don't know, again, they're looking for the gossip. We run in an era of gossip, but I don't think it adds anything to the story for real. Not this one, because for what? Why? Why do we care about that? We're trying to celebrate Michael. We're trying to have a different, and this, mind you, this was a fresh story told. I felt like I was experiencing something new. This didn't. I told you my issues. I didn't want to see it because I felt like I've already seen all the other movies and I didn't need to watch it, right? But honestly, when I watched this film, I felt like it was a fresh take on this story, and I think it was a good take. Yeah, honestly, it was good enough. I mean, we didn't need to hear the controversies. It doesn't give anything. It doesn't add anything to this story that was told. This specific story.
Yeah, no, this specific story that was told, I don't think you can really get into all of that. Yeah, as it pertains to what Lecrae said, like, I wish we could have got certain other things in depth with that Thriller era, kind of off the wall transition to Thriller. I think there's a lot of detail missing in that in terms of what he thought, how he felt. We ultimately know that he wanted to stop touring and making music with his brothers ultimately, and wanted to do his own thing. But I think that they just quickly got into those things, that it didn't show things like now I heard it was also some other legalities. I heard that they was eventually going to mention people like Diana Ross and The Wiz, but Diana Ross, I believe her and her people backed out, so they couldn't mention anything about Diana Ross.
You want to know what's crazy? The credits showed, and I thought that was weird. The credits showed The Wiz.
Oh, really?
At the end it showed The Wiz, but I don't remember any mention. So that had to happen.
No, it had no mention.
It had to happen in there. Yeah,
it had no mention, but you got to realize that was pretty essential.
To Michael being in that era, in the time frame that they're
Quincy Jones was working on that film, if I'm not mistaken. So that was essential with Quincy Jones, those beginning stages. And then not only that, Michael was living in New York for a little bit, and these are based off of videos that I've seen and research that I've done throughout the years. He was living in New York a little bit, the kind of the off the wall era, and he was kind of already stepping out and kind of doing his own thing, or whatever the case may be.
Hey, Joe said he could do whatever he want to, but from 9 to 5, his ass is his, bro.
He was gaining a little bit of sense of his independence then in that moment. But they really didn't. They showed him pretty much at the house, at that house. And
to be fair, they didn't show him making Off the Wall. They showed him making Thriller, but they didn't even show him making Off the Wall.
Wait, in studio?
Yeah, they did show in studio, but they never showed. When they showed him working on a project at his house, that was Thriller.
No,
Off the wall, you just got studio shots.
Thriller, they wanted to
highlight the greatest selling album of all time.
And don't get me wrong, I feel like
25 M's.
I feel like even Thriller was rushed through. The Motown 25, I feel like that was way bigger than the little montage. Well, it wasn't a little montage.
I feel like they captured the moment they needed to capture.
They didn't capture how important that performance was. Like
as far as the first time with the jacket,
the conversations surrounding that concert was, we need you to do this concert. Barry Gordy personally
Motown.
Right. Barry Gordy personally requesting him, and him basically saying, the only way you got me is if you let me have this solo so I could put on my Thriller. So I could put on my Thriller album and showcase it.
Because I was about to say
Billie Jean and perform Billie Jean for the first time live. And to me, I feel like if you're trying to stress the importance of how important Thriller was from a marketing standpoint on what he was trying to do in his vision, I think that you have to show those type of conversations on what his vision was. But like I said, everybody feels like that they're a super fan and feel like that they can direct and tell Michael Jackson's story properly and better than the next person. But I just feel like
been able to tell his story the best.
You
know who would have been able to tell his story the best?
Who?
Michael. Michael's vision for his music videos and for what he wanted to be and for what he saw. Michael would have been, and I know obviously we're like, oh, he can't do it. Michael would have been the best person.
So that's what I would say about in terms of like feeling like certain things were rushed. I feel like that Motown 25 performance was in getting him there and him using that strategically as a promotion tool for Billie Jean and Thriller. I felt like that was way too important for him not to at least have some type of little scene about it, instead of, oh boy, he's just now performing. Now he's just, don't get me wrong, the performance was incredible. All the performances was incredible, really.
In the movie.
And you can see Jafar just really becoming one
with Michael.
Becoming Michael and not trying to actually mimic him, but actually becoming him, especially in performances. Especially, I mean, the performance I keep hearing about is Human Nature in that movie. Like, when people talk about the best performances in that movie, like,
I don't know. I think Motown 25 was the best performance for me. Just because I know how, you mentioned it. I know how big that moment was.
Yeah.
I think the mannerisms of the moonwalk, where with the facial expressions and the shoulder movement, he really embodied that fully. I think that this movie humanized Michael in a way that a lot of the other movies never did. They always made Michael larger than life, and we know that he was, but it truly humanized Michael to show, man, he really was struggling. He really just wanted to be normal. He really just, had this gift, but didn't really care necessarily, or we knew he had a heart for the world and trying to bring people together. But this was one of the first times that, to me, that it seemed Michael was in fact humanized.
Deion Cole as Don King is not
something
I thought I was going to
see. That wouldn't have been on your bingo card. That would have been on your bingo card for
but
2026.
He did an amazing job, though.
He said, "You're not bullshitting me, are you, Joe?" Michael will.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Deion Cole, he's been on a run, but
nigga, you talking about Deion Cole, nigga, Lorenz Tate, nigga.
Lorenz Tate did good. Yeah, he did really good.
Even the dude that played not Barry, but played Q, Quincy Jones, bro. The swag that he brought, the swag he brought to that,
he was. But that's another thing, bro. Quincy
had a bigger role, had a way bigger role. Yeah,
Quincy had way too much of a hand in helping bring those albums to life and making those albums for them to just give him a couple of studio sessions with Michael and not at least like no one-on-ones or the struggle of trying to make Thriller, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I know, just feel like that, things like that. If you truly want to know or understand the genius of Quincy Jones behind these records, I recommend everybody go and listen to the big ones. So I say Beat It, I say Billie Jean, but listen to them on Spotify. I know I told you this as well, because you will see how meticulous he was. The way that Spotify kind of splits these tracks up and really allows you to hear them. And if you do extracurricular activities, it will be even better for you to listen to it. And listen, I always tell people to listen to it in a car. Something about a car test. Go and listen to it on Spotify, and you will see how he truly brought this out, from the horns to the strings to the, mind you, the electric guitar that wasn't even really a big thing yet, per se. For them to truly like isolate that and bring that, bro, it is such a masterpiece. And you know, Quincy had a hand in bringing in these large orchestras, and he wanted it live. We were not doing anything electronic. I want you singing on top of these live instruments. Like, yeah, Quincy Jones had a much bigger role. Quincy Jones was probably in that movie maybe 15 minutes. And he had a much bigger role.
Was it that long? I mean, you may be surprised to know that it wasn't even 15.
Yeah,
a full 15 minutes.
I'm about to Google it and see.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there should have been a lot more brainstorming with Michael and Quincy in terms of trying to make this album, because it wasn't easy. And I just think that just goes back into them rushing through certain things to basically get to, you know, what we're here for. We know you want to see the Thriller music video. We know you want to see the Beat It music video. We know you want to see Billie Jean.
They said he appeared briefly in about 3 to 4 scenes.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah,
but
about 3 to 4 scenes. And like you said, I can't find the actual like number behind it. But yeah,
it's probably about 4. It's probably 4 at least.
You think it's 4? No, I couldn't find the actual minutes number, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
But I like that. His role was too pivotal in that era that they are highlighting. His role was too pivotal.
Overall, as it pertains to the film, I will say that Jafar and the actor that played Joseph Jackson, I will say their performances.
They stole the movie.
I will say their performances saved the movie as a whole. Like I said, he has so many fans that it like people are going to be upset, and they're going to find things to be upset about. There's things I've seen where I'm like, you know, that should have been done differently. But I think as a whole, it's a really good movie. I'm rating it about, I'm gonna give it about an 8, 7.5 to 8. 7.5 to 8 for sure.
I will say, as a person going into this movie with zero expectations, as somebody that just, you know, wanted to enjoy the movie, and I wasn't high on the movie when it came out. I didn't care about none of the interviews. I think I might have watched one trailer. As somebody with zero expectations for the movie, this superseded anything that I could have asked for, honestly. And you say those two people saved the movie, but honestly, all the actors. Did you see the casting of Bill, bro? The casting of Bill was insane. The security guard, head of security, split an image, bro.
Nia Long
did excellent.
She did an amazing job.
I do love the dynamic that Jafar and the guy that played Joe Jackson had. It seemed like they were really father and son. They did an excellent job. But I mean, this movie, the person who was in charge of the wardrobe needs a round of applause and a standing ovation, because they got every outfit of Michael's spot on. They got every outfit of the Jackson 5 spot on. For those of us who,
it's amazing, right, that we can see a depiction of Michael Jackson on the big screen, you know, in great quality.
Yes.
And can have those things come to life that he did, and you can see it almost like it's in real time, because
it felt like it. It did not feel like we were living through his life. And more like felt like we were there in the moment.
And the acting and the dance moves and choreography, all that was really good and so precise. You could tell Jafar worked his butt off.
To say something bad about it, because I don't think I really said anything too bad about it. We talked about this at the beginning of the stream. I don't like how they penalized Joe Jackson, but we talked about that in depth, and I'm not going to go there. I know you couldn't make a movie like this without having the Thriller music video or showing how big that was, because that was kind of Michael's first step into taking creative control and making a mini movie. I totally understand that. That scene just wasn't good to me. I just didn't like it because
we talked about it.
That was my only. That's my only issue.
So that scene. So you have certain points where, like in biopics, where scenes and moments feel like a recreation or fan service, rather than you actually feeling like you're watching the actual thing, or what's supposed to come off or appear as the real thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And for the most part of this movie,
it can almost turn into fan service. That was the only point in the movie where it almost felt like that whole thing was cosplay, and where it may have been a little bit difficult to just really get submerged in it and say, "Oh, this is Michael Jackson." Unlike
they could have got a better makap artist.
You know what I'm saying?
They could have did that the right way.
As I had those reactions with the Motown 25 performance and Beat It and Human Nature performance, like I had all these feelings with those performances, like, yo, that's Mike, that's like Michael Jackson. Yeah. But the whole Thriller scene, that was the first one where it was like, it felt like
that's not Michael.
Cosplay.
You felt like cosplay. You knew it in your heart of hearts, like that's not Michael. That was the first time that I actually looked and was like, I snapped out of the nostalgia or I was like, oh,
you realize somebody
playing Michael.
That was the first time where you realize that this is a movie and a recreation.
Exactly.
That's just, and granted, man, a lot of people don't give the credit of how incredibly Thriller was done for that time and how expensive that was and the vision Michael had. Yeah. And so to recreate that to perfection, they would have literally had to recreate that, like not no movie, like
no. You would have had to recreate it. You would have had to try to find. You would have had to try to find the original makeup artist. You would have had to try to find. You would have had to go find.
How you going to recreate a movie that was already meant to be a movie?
Yeah, I like that.
It was already a movie.
You had
to. So it's like almost trying to recreate that moment. And so you feel kind of like out of it at that point. You know what I'm saying?
So all in all, bro, I give it you gave it a 7.5, an 8. I give it an 8.5, close to a 9, because I haven't seen any Michael movies be done this well. Then especially, it says something to have your blood relative playing you and not some random actor that Lifetime tried to do that I did not even give a chance to watch. It's just kind of one of them things, man. But all in all, I don't think it deserves the hate that it got. And I just tell everybody, just go and see it. Go and watch it for yourself. Show yourself approved. Okay? Go and watch the movie yourself.
All in all, good. I'm happy that I seen it on opening weekend. Now I can get into all these.
We a part of the, what did they say? It made 25 million first week box office or 200 M's, something like that. Biggest a box office opening for a biopic. I'm happy to be a part of that, for real. They say it's probably gonna be the biggest movie globally. So if they weren't gonna do it number 2 before, they definitely have all the motivation in the world to do it now, man. But anyway, man, hey, I appreciate y'all for joining us in here. Kicking it with the crew, original and Rumble House Sports, man. And tune in next week at 9:00, baby. And we're gonna be right back here Sunday at 9. See y'all later, man. Peace. Hey, bro.